What is up, tile nerds? Welcome back to the channel. If you have a tile shower, then you're in a constant battle against tropical conditions you create every time you turn on that hot water. That humidity, those body oils, the dead skin cells, and the hard water. They mix up into a perfect recipe for soap scum, mold, and mildew. It's like a microscopic fuzzy white monster that's slowly eating away your beautiful tile job. Today we're taking back control. This is the ultimate shower cleaning battle plan for your tile shower, where we break down what you need to do daily, what you need to do weekly, and what to do with that heavy duty troubleshooting for the worst messes. We're covering everything from delicate vein cut Italian marble to the tough ceramic tile and how to stop ruining surfaces with the wrong cleaners. This information will save you time, money, and heartaches. Forget the old wives' tale and let's dive in to the science of the clean. Before we even think about scrubbing, we need to address the environment. Showers are perfect for mold spores because they're high moisture areas. Your number one defense against grime is moisture management. Think of your bathroom as a tropical terrarium, and we really need to break that cycle. Ventilation is key. The 30-minute rule. Always run your exhaust fan and make sure it actually vents outside, not just in the attic, during the shower, and then keep it running for at least 30 minutes after you step out. This is how you stop creating that tropical climate that mold loves so much. This is a non-negotiable step one. The Squeegee Habit. Your 30-second workout, and this may be annoying, but it is necessary. After every single shower, take your squeegee. Every family member needs to pick up a squeegee, swipe the walls. This removes the water droplets that carry those skin cells and that oil that'll eventually turn into soap scum. Soap scum is just the dried remnants of those oils and materials. If you don't have a squeegee, then use a microfiber cloth. Okay, now a critical warning before we move on to cleaning products. The pH test. Know your tile. If you have a natural stone, that's marble, granite, limestone, or travertine, you know what they are, you need to be extremely cautious. These stones can be made of calcium carbonate, which means an acidic, low pH, like vinegar, lemon, or most common bathroom cleaners, can etch and ruin the surface in seconds. This will dull the shine forever. So we're going to stick to a neutral pH cleaner for these surfaces. If you need a refresher, check out our stone-specific cleaning video. I'll link it down below. For regular cleaning, we keep it simple and gentle. We need a good degreaser to cut through the soap scum and body oils that build up. We're looking for a detergent, not an acid. The gentle cleaning, option A, the simple DIY degreaser. Great for all tiles, especially those natural stones. We're going to mix a teaspoon of high quality, non-moisturizing dish soap with warm water in a spray bottle. The surfactants, I said that terribly wrong, in dish soap are made to break down grease. Spray the solution on the walls and floors. Let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes and give the degreaser a little time to break down the buildup. Now we scrub. Use a soft, non-scratch scrub pad or a nylon grout scrubbing brush. Scrub thoroughly, focusing on the grout lines. Let me give you a pro tip. When it's clean, the tile should feel slick and glassy, not gritty or sticky. Now, we're gonna rinse and buff. The pro finish. Rinse everything completely. If you have a high gloss or mirror-like finish, grab a dry, clean microfiber cloth and give it a final dry and buff. This will eliminate any streaks, water spots, and truly levels up your clean. So what's option B? Option B? Option B, the Pro Maintenance Cleaner if you have a sealed natural stone. If you have a marble or granite quartzite, use a product like StoneTech's Revitalizer Cleaner and Protector. I'm talking about gentle, neutral pH cleaner that has some sealant components built in. So every time you clean, you're reinforcing that existing sealer. This not only gives you a low pH clean, it is no rinse, and it can also spread apart how often you have to reseal. It's like getting a protective top coat with every wash. As always, read and follow all manufacturer's instructions on the product packaging. If your shower is a mess and your grout looks dingy, it's time to escalate our cleaning. Remember, most grouts are porous and absorb everything that hits it. It acts like a giant sponge for the body wash and the dirt. For stubborn dirt and grime, mix 2 parts baking soda with 1 part hydrogen peroxide to create a paste, aiming for a runny toothpaste consistency. We're going to apply this paste directly to the grout lines. Scrub it in and let it sit for about 10 minutes. The hydrogen peroxide has a safe bleaching effect, and the baking soda has a leaching effect to help pull the stains out. Use a dedicated grout scrubbing brush or even an old toothbrush to work the paste into the lines. If you want to speed things up, a soft bristle drill brush scrubber is a game changer for deep cleaning and less work for your arms. Rinse thoroughly. Warning, baking soda residue can leave a white haze if not removed. Test an area, see how it responds before you dive into the installation. Okay, heavy duty cleaning. Acid alert, the big guns. Take notice. If you have neglected cement grouts or have heavy mineral deposits and you do not have natural stone, you can use a restorative acidic cleaner like StoneTech's Restore, available at tilebar.com. This product is very strong. It can bleach your clothes, tarnish metals, and eat away your natural stone. So never use it near marble or granite. Seriously, it will dissolve it. An alkaline degreaser. Products like StoneTech's Cleansol are powerful alkaline degreasers. This means it has a high pH. They are excellent for removing built-up dirt, grease, soap scum. However, knowing that using a high alkaline product will strip and or degrade your sealer. So you're trading a deep clean for the need to reseal. Persistent mold and hard water stains. Let's call in the heavy artillery. If you're seeing that pinkish look in your grout, you have mold and mildew. That pink stuff is bacteria and it can be aggressive. You can use StoneTech's Mold and Mildew Stain Remover. This product is safe for stone and removes that pinkish look quickly. Simply spray it on the surface, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then scrub with a stiff nylon brush and rinse well with water. You might need to do multiple applications as mold tends to cling deep into those pores, so be patient. Okay, here's the DIY bleach approach. You can try equal parts bleach and a water solution. Pro safety tip, if you use bleach, never mix it with anything acidic. You can create a toxic chlorine gas. Only use it with water. Also, rinse thoroughly after every cleaning. How do you restore your dingy grout? If your cement grout, not natural stone, has both dirt and grease hard water deposits, you can use a powerful combination of an alkaline cleanse using your alkaline cleaner. Remember Cleansol, my favorite. First, to strip away the grease. Follow up with an acidic cleaner like Restore. On cement-based grouts, this will micro-etch the surface, which is like exfoliating the grout to give it a fresher look. Important, this will strip any sealers and must be used with extreme caution to avoid etching any marbles or stainless steel appliances can tarnish. Read the warning label twice for good luck. Use gloves and ventilate the area. Let's talk grout sealing. Once your grout is completely clean and dry, you must wait a full 24 hours before sealing. If not, it'll trap in moisture. Apply the grout sealant using a paintbrush tip or a specialized applicator. This can protect the grout for several months. Natural stone sealing. If you have natural stone, apply a stone specific sealer. I like Stone Tech's Bulletproof. This will cover your stone and the grout. So, there you have it. That was the full game plan of conquering your shower grime. Remember, the core philosophy, know your tile or stone. Stay pH neutral for daily maintenance and ventilate, ventilate, ventilate. If you stick to the schedule, your clean tiles will become a breeze. If you found this guide helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe for more insider tips on tile and stone secrets. Drop any cleaning questions and comments below. I read them all. Let me know your favorite cleaner. For all your tile and stone needs, please shop tilebar.com. Thanks for watching, and let's keep learning together in tile